Hello everybody, welcome to Sin City Living. My name is Jason. I'll be bringing you today's episode. As always, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and our usual shout out of appreciation to our patrons. We appreciate all the tips and support. Just going to use it to make the channel better and hopefully add some more games in. If you're curious about it, go ahead and just read the description of the video down below. So for today, I want to answer a question I get a lot. I get it both on the table, I get it in emails and the occasional comments on the channel. And that question is, how do dealers play when we play dice? Now, understand that this is not going to be a one-size-fits-all thing. There are dealers that have strategies they have come up with on their own. I've seen a few of them that kind of variations off the strategies that we've already shown. Because when you really break down dice, there's only a few strategies. There are pass line combat type strategies. There are place bet strategies. There are don't come strategies. That pretty much breaks down. Everything else is just a variation of them. Regressive strategies are just place bet strategies, just a variation of place bet strategies. Hedge strategies are typically just variations of place bet strategies or combat strategies. So some dealers end up with their own strategies, but I feel pretty confident in saying somewhere around 90 to 95% of dealers that play dice. You'd be surprised how many dealers don't play. We just see it too much, and we understand the odds too well to want to pump a lot of money into the game very often. For most of us, if we do play it, we play it recreationally and very rarely. So myself, for instance, I play it maybe once or twice a year. But how do 90% of dealers play? Well, it comes down to pretty basic strategy. Most dealers play place bets. They play place bets. Dealers generally, they'll play a pass line bet, especially if they're shooting, they're going to play a pass line bet. Otherwise, dealers tend to play a pass line bet just to feel like they're part of the game, or just kind of an inertia thing. You know, pass line bet, it's a normal bet you play. You got to play odds, so they'll do a pass line bet. But once there is a point, this is where now dealers, and again, it's not one size fits all, but I'd say about 90% of dealers, this is where the dealers start playing. Dealers don't play come bets. They absolutely do not play come bets. I actually don't know a single dealer that plays come bets. And why is that? Well, if you watch some of our other videos, you know that the only time that come bets don't become better than place bets until you start crossing the 10 times and 20 times odds point. So it pays you better to play place bets for the same amount of money that you are risking as if you were playing come bets. So dealers don't do come bets. Because dealers also don't have the $50,000, $100,000 that they need to be able to really take advantage of come bets and max odds. If you really wanted to play come bets with max odds, you're going to go to a 20 times place, or you're going to go to 100 times place, and you're just going to go for it. That takes an absolute crap ton of money. It's just more money than most dealers are willing to put into it. So dealers will play the place bets. So place bets take less of an initial investment while still paying better than a come bet will. So a dealer is most likely going to do a cross. If the dealer is on a smaller bankroll, then they're probably just going to do the insides. But for the most part, they're going to do a cross. If the dealer is just doing the insides, their goal is generally going to be to get themselves a cross. They're either just going to press within, or they're going to spread it out to the other numbers and then press it up. The only times dealers play the field is kind of just to mix it up a little bit, have some fun. Field bets are generally not going to be part of a dealer strategy at all. Unless they've got all the numbers, they're on a decent roll, and they decide they don't want to miss out on the 2, 3, 11, or 12, in which case then they might play the field. But a dealer is more likely to end up playing a horn bet. Horn high 12, horn high aces, something along those lines. I personally prefer the horn high 12, just because the 12 pays triple the field. I want to make sure I'm getting paid better than I would if I were to play the field, so I'll play a horn high 12. But that's only when I'm across and have pressed up my bets a little bit. Now, once a dealer has their bets across, how do they play it? Do they same bet it? Do they do minor presses? Do they do regressive strategies? I can tell you that 90% of dealers absolutely do not do a regressive strategy. 100% do not do a regressive strategy. Outside of that, they're generally going to play two ways. A dealer that is out playing, a craps dealer that is out playing an experienced craps dealer, not a newbie, a break-in that just finished the craps school and has only been dealing for a month or two, because they have all kinds of weird thoughts in their head. But an experienced craps dealer that has been dealing it for a long time, they're going to play it one of two ways. It's going to depend on their bankroll. If they're at a very, very low bankroll, they're likely to do what we call the mid-press method that I've had a couple of videos to show you guys, where things like the 8, we're going to press the 8 from 12 to 18, then probably from 18 to 30, and then from 30 to 42, 42 to 60, 60 to 90, 90 to either 120 or 150, because at this point now we've made enough money, that we've pulled back enough money that we really feel that we want to just go for it now. We want to just pump up the bet. So me personally, I go from 90 to 150. Most dealers, it's going to be about 50-50, I'd say, 90 to 120 or 90 to 150. From 150, 300, 600, and then from 600 either to 900 or to 1200, depending. And then same thing from 1200 to 1500 or 1800, or even just go all the way for 2400. It's also going to depend a little bit on the table limits. For the 5 and 9, likely to, me personally, if I'm on my mid-press method, either one of these hits, I press them both to 15. Then it hits again, I press them both to a quarter. Once they're at a quarter, one of them hits, it goes to 35. I might throw in $1 and make it 36 just for ease of dealing. From that point, 35 or 36, I go to 50, then I go to 75, then I go to 125. From 125, I'm probably going to go to 200. From 200, I'm probably going to go to 400, 350 or 400. And then from there, 500, and then 750 or 1,000. 1,500, 2,000, so on and so forth. Same thing with the 4 and 10. If I'm on my mid-press, because I'm being a little bit careful and I want to pull some money back, I'm likely going to press them both up to 15 each the first time around. Then I'm going to press them both up to a quarter each the second time one of them hits. And then from there, from a quarter to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 200. With the 4 and 10, I tend to just straight press them, just because of that they pay almost double, so I'm still pulling back a very good amount of money at that point. That is the conservative way that a dealer will bet. Most of the time, if a dealer plays, they're going to absolutely go for it with the power press method. And there's a few reasons why the dealers just go for it. Reason number 1, dealers don't play all that often. Reason number 2, they have seen so many rolls. They know that more often than not, a player is going to leave without money, and a dealer is not playing with money that they expect to walk away with. We know the game well enough to understand that we're probably going to lose. The odds are against us. The odds are very, very much against us. Sure, we could play some very, very conservative hedge type, or just very, very minor grinding type methods if we really wanted to, but the thing is we don't want to. A dealer's also not looking to go out and play this game for 8 hours. Dealers that play dice are really only looking to play for 1 to 2 hours max, absolute max. Most dealers prefer to play this game for about 30 minutes. I'm not a huge fan of playing this game. I'm really not. I used to be. And it is an absolute blast to play it, but I cannot sit there and just grind it out over and over and over and over and over again. There's not a lot of games that I can sit and play for hours and hours and hours. I can actually only think of 1 or 2 casino games that I can play for hours, and it's usually because I've got my wife with me. So I'm not really playing the game so much as I'm hanging out with my wife. So for the most part, we're just looking to play for a very short amount of time. We know the odds are against us. We know we're most likely going to leave with no money, but we also know that if we happen to walk into that rare once-a-month roll, that it's an opportunity to win a lot of money, and we don't want to miss out on that, which is why we do at least some form of press. The mid-press method, a lot of dealers really go for it. Absolutely will go for it. We're going to press all the way up. We're going to take the 9. If the 9 hits, we're going to go straight to a quarter. If the 9 hits again, we're going to go straight to 60. And we're just going to keep doing that. We're going to just massively press. Somewhere in there, we may take a same bet. But most likely, we're going to keep massively pressing because we're shooting for table max. We're shooting for table max, so then we can same bet at that point, and actually collect big money. But for the most part, we understand that we're gonna end up losing. But these big hands, they absolutely do happen. I have a dealer friend of mine that has in the last 6 months actually hit 20, 30, 40-minute rolls twice, and has walked away with thousands, with excellent money, because he goes for it, while everyone else walked away with a couple $100 maybe. But again, it's because he only wanted to play for a very short amount of time. We're not looking to just grind it out. So this is how the dealers play. The dealers play with place bets. We play with place bets. We don't do super complicated presses. We do standard presses. We do either the mid-press method that every dealer is used to, or the power press method that is not super complicated. And even then, once it gets to a certain point, we make sure that we break them down to ones that make sense, or not make sense, but are common enough that they're easy and they're quick and efficient to deal. Because as dealers, we understand when we are players that we want the game to flow. We want the game to keep going, and we want the rolls to keep going. We don't want the dealer to get bogged down on a weird bet that they don't see every day. We want them to be able to just fly our bets and move on to the next person so we can get the dice going. We want this game to just keep on going. Which is why, we're not going to go from 12 to 24 to 48 to 96. Yeah, 96 is an easy bet to pay. But then if you say press again, you're going to 192. Sure, it's a proper bet. It's not super complicated to pay, but it's not exactly super normal either. It's going to make the dealer stop and pause, which is why we end up going to things like 90, 150, 210, common ones that every dealer sees a lot. So there's no thought behind pressing. It's also very easy. They're also very easy to set up, very quick, very smooth, very efficient. They're not 3, 4, 5 colors deep as we get up into the higher numbers. They're generally 2 or 3 colors at most, and that way it just keeps everything flowing and easy. Do dealers play the center action? Yes and no. We may play some of the horn bets. We'll possibly play some C&Es on come-out rolls, although we understand that the insurance bets really aren't. We may play those, but I will tell you, if a dealer plays a C&E, he's he or she, very likely to be a parlay type player. If we're betting anything in the center that's generally $4 or less, a dealer that is playing is most likely just going to parlay it. These center action bets are kind of our fun bet. They become to us, to a dealer that's out playing dice, the center action bets, we kind of look at those almost like bonus bets on a blackjack table or Bach table or Pai Gow table, the little extra bet that you put your money up on the side, put your $1 or $2 and hope that you hit the jackpots. That's how we tend to look at the center action. I want to turn my C&E into either a $16 horn or an $8 horn, and then from there I'm probably going to parlay it again. If I'm in the hard ways, I want to turn that $1, I want to parlay it into a $10 hard way, then I want to parlay it into a $100 hard way. Now, if I happen to get lucky and have 3 hard ways hit in a row, or not in a row, but 3 hard ways hit without an easy way or 7 coming, then I'm probably going to collect most of it. I'm not going to collect it all. If I'm at a $100 hard 6 and the hard 6 rolls, I'm going to get paid $900. I'm probably going to tell them, give me $700, make it look like $300. If it happens to hit again, fantastic. We tend to look at the center as like our version of a bonus bet, a jackpot. The oh my God, I can't believe this actually happened kind of bet. Does it happen? From time to time, absolutely. You guys should check out my Miracle Roll video that's showing a very interesting roll that we had a few months ago or a few weeks ago. Time tends to blur for me. So I hope this answers the question for those of you guys that have been curious. How exactly do dealers play craps? Well, this is how. We play it very simple. Very, very simple. Dealers don't get super complicated with all this stuff. We keep it simple. Keep it simple. We know these are the best money makers. We press them up. These have the best odds. These pay the best. We press them up, try and make some money, have a little bit of fun with the field or with the center action from time to time. And that's it. We don't get really complicated. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We will catch you guys next time. Bye now.